sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's got to be a relief to see Giannis Antetokounmpo back in uniform, looking healthy and ready to go.
Yeah, Kevin, it's good to be here for his first game back. And I'll tell you, any fears they had about this injury having a bit of an ill effect on the team were swept aside pretty quickly when they began to really play great without him. I mean, they really didn't suffer nearly as much in his absence as most would expect.
And this happens sometimes, where a guy goes out, other guys take on new roles and responsibilities. Then when he comes back, he has to find a way to fit into what they're now doing.
Here's Sarr after the basket by Utah. Here he goes. A second chance effort. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
He gets it in there. Sarr's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Thompson comes with the double team. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And a wide-open look for Sarr. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. On the wing, Thompson. A three-pointer, no good. The Warriors leading. Sarr with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And Sarr throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Kicks it out to Johnson. Screen by Giannis. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Puts the move on, and it's good on the layup. He's got 6.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Nice shot by Thompson.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
And now Utah, fast break. Johnson with it. Robinson picks him up. Now here's Durant. No scoring in this one. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And the Jazz, another 3.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
And Sarr throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate the report. Johnson, a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Down low. Rebounded by the Jazz. Pass to Giannis. And stolen by Song. And it's the Warriors on the break. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim. So good idea to take the three in transition.
It's tipped. There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And he uses the glass on the lane. He's got 10.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Screen by Giannis. And they get it.
Golden State foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
19 seconds left here in the first quarter. Williams for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And here we go. Fast break. Sarge got it. And he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, take it up strong, big fella.
That will count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead.
The Jazz 20.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Out left to the wing. The 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Pass to Holmes. Over in the corner, Brown. And there's another turnover by the Warriors. Jazz trailed by 3. On the wing, Johnson. Launches a 3. It's good from long range.
3 points.
Johnson's got 6.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Clowney. Warriors with the rebound.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Johnson goes in. It's stolen by Green. Now the Warriors moving it up. There's Brown with the three. Here's Almanza. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't block.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 6. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. In the corner, Holmes with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Duren pulls it in. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside. Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's Holmes. 6 points for him. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Johnson gets the bucket.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And taken away by Brown. Outside for Griffin. This one for 3. Clowney pulls it in. Jazz trailed by 3. Johnson with the bounce pass. And Duren slams it in.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
So it's the Warriors now. Brown wide open. He fires. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot to create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Thompson is double. Here's Duren.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. On defense, the Jazz. Here's Holmes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Johnson.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Dubs.
Both free throws good from Holmes.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Here's Johnson. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Warriors leading by 4. Holmes wide open. He fires. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. 12 points for him.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Clowney. And to the Kumbo inside. Pass to Clowney. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Warriors shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. That free throw good from Holmes.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and getting himself to the line.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. Oh, Holmes in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Jazz trailed by 12. To stop the run. Pass to Clowney. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
The assist.
Clowney's got his first basket.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Holds it up there for Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Sarr. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. A shot by Johnson, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. A 12-point game. Pass to Duren. Shoots. A putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
To the middle, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And that one's good out of Antetokounmpo.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And here are the Warriors now. Sarr with it. He's got 10. Good on the shot. He has 7.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Thompson. Drives to the hoop. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Kicks it out to Giannis. And here we go. Sarr heading to the... And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so Thompson nails both of them. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Antetokounmpo with the finish.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 18.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Mobley with the block.
They have been bored and dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Warriors have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. And here's Brown. He has 5. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Johnson, a wide open look. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Just a great job of controlling that defensive backboard, then getting out in transition. That's been the difference.
Holmes, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Golden State on D. Off the inbound. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Offside, Griffin. Brown deciding where to go with it. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Almansa. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Holmes, good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Another miss by Utah. Warriors leading by 14. Outside for Griffin. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation for the Jazz.
Substitution.
Jazz trailed by 14. .125 left to play in the third. Williams, that's good. Williams has got his first points of the game.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Holmes can't get it to go in. And so it's Utah here with the ball. The kick out to Williams. And taken away by Brown. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And the dunk by Brown.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Outside Griffin. Back to Holmes. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. For the three. Knocks down the three ball. Holmes got 8 here in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Oh, and the jam by Holmes.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up. And not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
67.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Golden State with it. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And Holmes throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness in it.
3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Six to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Almanza. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. Jazz trailed by 20. Pass to Clowney. Tries it from the top of the key. And yes, it's good. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Holmes. There's the drive. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Holmes got 16 points here in the second half. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Now into the line.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Warriors leading by 22. Out to the right wing. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
And it's Holmes off the drive. And stolen by Thompson. The three from Johnson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 11 points for Johnson.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Johnson up top. Johnson outside.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Substitution on the court.
Oh, Holmes in position. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And then Williams slams it in.
As athletic a move as you're going to see right there. Unreal.
How about the hang time on that thing? Wow. Here's Clowney. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Holmes. Oh, and the jam by Holmes.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. 22 points for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And here's Utah. Here's Williams into the lane. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing. I think the NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Pass to Mobley. Over to the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them. I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And Utah making a change here. Here's Holmes. Oh, and the jam by Holmes.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. King offline with his three. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Warriors.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
King, that's good. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Inside, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's Holmes, high post. Mobley trying to free himself up. Oh, and the jam by Holmes.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the
with that chicken, chillin' with the camera on and Jewel's on and that chain on, just glisten. We be on straight bars like Jim, that's a Jim, just listen. Y'all was trying to keep up with the Jones, I was trying to keep up with my phones. Toss a little up before they burn her out steady. I was just burning out, but